What is going on, guys? XPL Games here, and we're about to start up the second episode of Top 10 Paint Jobs of the week. So I didn't really get that done last week with the emblems the way it should have been done, so I just thought I'd apologize for that once again. But I did see that you guys liked yesterday's video with the racist song, which was kind of weird. But there's going to be another episode because you guys liked the video so much. So stay on the lookout for that. But let's go ahead and start this up with our number 10 spot. So at number 10 we have the combat knife Kirby, and that's going to be by It's Insta, and it has 795 likes, 71 dislikes, and honestly it's really not that big of a deal, but it does look exactly like Kirby, which is odd, and that's the whole reason I chose it, is because they made Kirby look exactly like Kirby, and I don't think I've seen one so far that looks that perfect. They don't have anything on the other side of the knife, but it looks really great on the knife. I don't know how well it'd look in the game, but I wish we had an ability to actually download these so I could show you how it does look in the game. At the number 9 spot, we have Red Bull by Walling88, and that's pretty much just Red Bull. And once again, this is one of those that looks exactly like Red Bull, except for obviously the letters. I don't know what he was doing with that, but it was in the top of the trending. So I did choose that for my top 10, and that's the reason why, is because everybody else was seeming to like it, and I kind of liked it too. He did a really good job on the bull, like the bulls, the actual bulls, but on the letters and everything like that, I think he probably could have done a little better. He could have fixed the actual color inside the B, but other than that, this is a really great paint job, so props to you, Walling. At the number 8 spot, we have Squirtle by Troll of Justice. And, I mean, it's a Pokemon. That's the reason I chose it. It looks pretty close to how it could be. I do see, like, the shell and everything and the tail. And the face is just caught up in all of the M8 stuff. It kind of bothers me. I think he could have chose a better weapon to do that on. But I feel like in-game it's going to look a lot different from the side, or from the back, I guess, than it does from the side right here. So I don't know if I would use that on my weapon in-game, but for looking at it this way, it does look pretty good. At the number 7 spot, we have South Park by It's Jaros. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And he has the whole South Park clan right there. Every single one of them. And they look exactly how they do in the series. And it's crazy. I don't know how people do these so well, but it's absolutely insane. So that is the number 7 spot. At the number 6 spot, we have Zomboy by X Wendy Misfits X, and I don't know how on earth this was made, but it looks like he used a lot of circles and a lot of the lines that we've had in like past Black Ops games and stuff like that. And a little bit, you can see on the top that it looks like he put Zomboy on top. This guy may as well just be a graphics designer because his work is really insane. I would actually put that on my weapon because it looks so cool. I wish they'd fix the way it looks on the top of the gun because it doesn't look how I think it should look, but that's okay as it is. At the number 5 spot, we have by Nazar. I guess it's just supposed to be SpongeBob and Patrick, but it looks like that one scene from the SpongeBob movie where they're in the hamburger, the burger, the Krabby Patty, that's what it's called. And it looks like where they're got their eyes all popped out, like going down the road, and it looks exactly how it does in the movie, and the ocean really pops, and so do their eyes. Somebody else did one of these and literally copied the exact same thing, but the colors were a little darker, so I decided to choose this one. So props to xnazar45 on his awesome paint job. In the number 4 spot, we have Adventure Time by Poor69, and I never really watched this show, but I know a lot of people liked it, so I thought I'd include this. I probably would have switched it with SpongeBob, but I wasn't really sure. They were pretty close, in my opinion, for like choosing which placement they should have. But this was actually made the day of release, so that's absolutely insane. It's got 4,270 likes and 512 dislikes, but it's also been seen 17,000 times, so that's pretty insane. But for the first day paint job, making it into top 10, that's pretty good. And as you all know, we have the honorable mentions. So at number 5, we have the DNA Bomb by Jesper Gran. And this was actually made on Tuesday, so last week sometime. And it's only got 144 likes, but it was like in the top of the trending. So I guess people are just now starting to like it. I don't really know what the DNA Bomb looked like in Advanced Warfare, but that looks pretty close to what it was when it popped up on my screen anytime I'd get the DNA Bomb. So I do like how he's got the DNA like in the middle of it. I don't know how I guess it's just lines with circles. That would make sense. Yeah, probably. But he does have a little arrow going on there. And I'm just going to tell you, these honorable mentions are going to all be this weapon, because I was having such a good time watching all of these things pop up with the black cell. So at the number 4 spot, we've got the Monster Energy Drink, and that, I mean, just the fact that they're using this as like a can, and I think I have 2 more of those in the top 5 honorable mentions, but it's the Monster Can by basically Don't Cry. And it's kind of hilarious because he's got the monster can and it looks so close to it. But he probably could have done a better job with the lettering. So there you go. That's why you're in the honorable mentions, bud. Come on, you can do better than that. At the number 3 spot, we have a Launch Me, which is basically like the little bullet from Mario. And this is by Sinister 500. It's got 3,395 likes. So that's pretty insane, but it's also been viewed more times than the gun that was put up the day of release. So that's pretty insane. It's a pretty cool camo, but I don't think I'd ever put that on my weapon because there's no point. Actually, it's just black, so whenever you put a camo on behind it, it's really not going to look that good. But for show, it's pretty cool. At the number 2 spot, we have Pepsi. That literally looks exactly like a Pepsi can, and I don't know why I believe it so much, but it looks crazy good. The can could have been a little different. I would add a little silver at the top, but other than that, the bottom looks good. The lettering is... At the number 2 spot, we have Pepsi. The rest of it is really awesome. And at the number 1 spot, we got Campbell's Chicken Noodle Soup, son. Just kidding, it's tomato soup. It would have been better chicken noodle, but we gotta hold it down a notch. He's working on the chicken noodle soup, boys. He's working on it. But it looks exactly like a can of tomato soup. Like, if I had a picture of tomato soup, I would show you guys. But I'm way too lazy to edit that in. You didn't hear that. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, but for real, it's exactly like a can of soup. Alright, and at the number 3 spot, we have the Doritos. The cheddar cheese, actually, Doritos. By Lawn 93. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but that's okay. And the D is the only thing I could say is wrong with this, but I think it's supposed to look a little wonky because that's absolutely insane. I don't know how he did the colors for like the triangle in the Doritos like word, but he's got it like a gradient, but it's not exactly a gradient. It's kind of weird to explain, but it looks pretty much exactly how it does on the bag. So props to you, Lawn 93. I don't know how you did it, but bravo, brother. And at the number 2 spot, we have Infinity PP, which is, I mean, I guess that's pretty much just Darth Vader. Not saying anything about it, but that's okay. And that's by Calivra 3110. I mean, Calivra, I don't know. However you pronounce his name, her name, I mean, I'm not gonna be sexist or anything, but whatever. So this is like an anime version of Darth Vader, I would say, and in my opinion, it looks pretty dang cool. Pretty dang cool. So I would rock that one on my weapon. I don't like that the ARC or KN44 like parts go over it. I think that the camo or the paint job should automatically go over it, but that's okay. I guess it makes sense because you'd have to take those parts off when painting the weapon, but oh well. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the number 1. I hope you guys are ready because it's pretty weird, pretty odd. So at the number 1 spot, we have the Killer Clown on the M8A7. And as soon as I saw this, I swear I thought of Advanced Warfare, and I was like, I have to put this as the number 1 spot. It's very creepy. It It reminds me of when you're playing sideshow on Advanced Warfare. And I'm also looking at this like on my PlayStation at a different angle. And you can see at the top that the gradient is just like where he made it like really super huge. So when you're actually looking at it, it's not as sharp as it could be, and it's a little fuzzy, which makes it a little more creepy. But from a side, it still looks pretty good, so I would definitely put this on my weapon. I don't know how he got the nose to look like that, but it's a pretty good job. I've really got to start looking into this. That way I can throw mine into an honorable mention or something, because, you know, I'm working on it. But that's by Analku, but that's going to be the end of the top 10 paint jobs of this week, guys. Be sure to be on the lookout for the top 10 emblems next week. Hopefully there's going to be some cool ones. I've not gotten a chance to look, but I hope you guys did enjoy the video. And if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to drop the video a like and subscribe for more awesome videos coming out each and every day. I think tomorrow we'll have the second part to that one video. We should have a supply drop video coming out maybe Saturday. I'm going to try and make it a special one with quite a few supply drops, so keep an eye out for that one, boys. But I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and peace out.